I'm Dave Eastman, Senior VP of In-Command Services. In this session, I will demonstrate how to connect a switch or patch panel port to a server. In-Command offers these connections under three different menus. Two of them can be found under the IT Ops main menu, and the third option is to go to the Add Change Infrastructure. In this session, I'm going to demonstrate how to connect ports under all three of these options. First, things first, let's select our site. I'll go to the demo site in our room. I'm going to go to our demo cage. So I'm in the right site and room. Then I'm going to go to IT operations, device management, and device update with request. Now, the device update with request shows all the commission requests that have been made, but in this case haven't been completed. So I can see there are three PowerEdge 610, R610 devices in the process of being commissioned. So if I look at, for example, host name 3, and I go edit the power and cables for that planned commission, I can see that it's been assigned to two different power circuits, but there's nothing here under ports. So I'm going to go ahead and identify a port, a switch port to be connected to this device. So the port is going to be located in A01, and it's going to be this 3650 switch port that I'm going to connect. And I see there are a number 7 actually available ports on that 3650. I'm going to use port 2. So I will select port 2 and then say connect selected port. Now it wants to know, well, on the back of the hostname 3, what interface are you going to use? I'm going to connect it to the Ether1 interface on this server. There's no module or cassette on this server. The connector type is going to be an RJ45. And now I'm going to call this in use. And the cable type is a Cat6. Those are the required fields. I've filled them out. I'm now going to connect the port. Tells me that it's been connected, and I can now see that hostname 3 Ether1 interface is now connected to the A01 3650 and port 2. It's just as simple as that. I could continue to make more port connections by clicking the edit icon on ports, but I won't do so at this time. So that tells me, or that demonstrates how to connect ports during the commissioning process. You use device update with request. Now, let's say that we are doing an audit of servers, and I find a port connection that's not recorded, and I want to go make that connection. I'll use the device update without request. I see all my devices. I'm going to, let's say I was looking at host name 7, and I noticed a port connection there that was not recorded. So I'm going to go to my edit power and cable for host name 7. There's no ports here, as I mentioned. And I'm going to say, look, that was connected to that same 3650, and it was connected to port 3. So I'm now going to update my connections within In-Command. I'm going to connect the selected port. This also was connected to Ether1 interface. It was also an RJ45. I'm going to say this cable chain is in use. It was a Cat6, and I'll connect the port. It tells me the port was connected successfully and now has on this hostname 7 Ether1 interface is connected to 3650 port 3. Once again, it's as easy as that. Now, the third menu option, which can be used to connect a port, is under the Add Change Infrastructure Port Management and the port list. I'm going to now select the port list. And I already have this filtered for my 3650. Let's assume that I'm doing an audit of this 3650 in rack A01. And I'm going down. It's got 24 ports here. And I'm looking at all the ports and I say, yep, that's all right. But port 4, oh, it has a connection. But the documentation doesn't have it documented. So while I'm doing that port audit, I can then simply go to my patch 2 port, and it's patch to a server. And let's say I find out it's patched to server hostname 7. So I'm now going to select hostname 7. Now, hostname 7 doesn't have any ports connected to it, so it doesn't have any interfaces identified. So I'm going to connect to this device and create a new interface while I do it. So I click connect to interface, and I'm going to call it the Ether1 interface. It is an RJ45 interface. This interface is now in use. It, like the others, happens to be a Cat6, and I'm going to connect the ports. I now see that port 3 is connected to hostname 7, Ethernet 1, and ports 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all open and available, so this is correct. And that, my friends, is how you connect ports from the port list, simply by clicking the patch to port and filling out the form. This was a pretty quick and easy session. I've shown how to use device management, device update with request and without request to connect ports to devices. And the third is under port management and the port list, where you can connect devices directly from the port list. I hope that was as easy for you as for me. Enjoy your day, and thank you for using InCommand.